Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm thinking about light and darkness, and thinking about the day that Jesus was born, how Mary and Joseph had travelled to Bethlehem to be counted, and how they had found shelter, no room in the inn, and she went into the animal area, and the baby was laid into a manger. But it's interesting that the revelation of Jesus to the shepherds was at night. They were on the hillside at night, and we have to think that this would not be like our night, like a hillside, even in our rural areas. There would be no light visible apart from the stars, because there were no street lights. They did have torches. They would put up fires on the end of torches, and they did have means of oil lamps and that sort of thing. But in the middle of the night, all that would have been quenched, and all there would be starlight. And the shepherds were out on the hillside at night. Now, why did the revelation of Jesus to the shepherds come at night? I've never asked that question before, because it could have happened in the daytime. They could have been leading their sheep to the next bit of pasture, or to the next bit of brook to water them. But the revelation came at night. So there they were on the top of the hillside in this pitch blackness, and we know what it's like if we're in areas where there is no street lighting. It is extraordinarily dark. It's a darkness that we are not really very familiar with, because we have so much light pollution in our world today. And into that darkness came the glorious light of the angels. The glory of the Lord shone around them in the darkness. And the revelation was given to them that the baby had been born, the Saviour of the world had been born. And I think it was in the night time, because it's only in the darkness that we can see the glory, the full glory of light. Have you ever tried? I mean, we've had it this week. We had some new Christmas lights. We've got Christmas lights that are on the front of the house now, but unfortunately the last 2 or 3 days have been so dull that the solar panels haven't had enough energy to light them up. But when we first got them, we had to put the sensor in darkness to test the lights. But when you test the lights in daylight, they don't shine nearly so brightly as when it's dark. It's only when it's really dark that the full beauty of light can be seen. And the light that Jesus brings shines radiantly in the darkness of our world. He brought light. He brought light to every corner of this earth. He is the light of the world, the light that shines in the darkness. And it's interesting too, isn't it, when you think about the Magi. They travelled, and where did they see the light that guided them? It was at night. In the daytime, they wouldn't have seen much of the star, because it would have been maybe a little pinprick of light in the sky, but in the eastern sky where they were, the sunlight would have overshadowed it. But at night they could see that star that moved, and they could follow it. The light shines brightest in the dark, you know. And it's no wonder that those people who have been saved from a great deal of darkness love very much. As Jesus said about that woman, you know, if you have been forgiven much, you love much. The light shines very brightly in the darkness, and the darkness rushes away from it. You only need a tiny candle to give a great deal of light in pitch black darkness. And Jesus came, and he became the light of the world. And he said to each of us, you are the light of the world. You go. You go. He said that, didn't he, in the Sermon on the Mount? Where are we talking about? We're talking about Matthew chapter 5. Ooh, Zechariah, Malachi. I wasn't going to go to this, but I feel I should go to it. Matthew 5. He said, you are the light of the world. I mean, he said of himself, I am the light of the world. But the light that has been ignited in you and I, by faith in him, is the light of the world. We represent this great light that came into the world. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hid, nor do men light a lamp and put it under a bushel, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. We are the ones now who shine with that light of the world that Jesus brought. Because he's given that light. Our little light has been lit from his light. And there are many churches who light their little candles from the central light, symbolic of the fact that our little lights, our lights have been lit from the light of Jesus, the light of the world. We are lights. Let your light shine. Don't hide it. The darkness won't like it. It will resist you, and you may get a backlash, but better a backlash than do nothing. Why light your light and then cover it up? Why would you do that? If you've lit your light, surely you should let your light shine so other people can get direction from you. Those are my thoughts for the day. Happy Saturday. Have a great day today. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.